السلام عليكم جميعا. 5 دقائق إن شاء الله, 5 minutes, and we will start the webinar. We'll wait for everyone to join. So we'll start at 11:05 KSA time. السلام عليكم. يعطيكم العافية جميعا. Thank you for joining us today in our webinar on how to leverage STC Pay as a payment method to boost your sales and expand your customer base. In this session, we will show you how to integrate with STC Pay with Amazon Payment Services to unlock the new opportunity to your business. Before we start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ali Ibrahim. I'm based in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I'm managing the growth account in MENA region at Amazon Payment Services. I have been with Amazon for over 2 years for now, managing engagement activities with merchants and helping them to grow their businesses. Prior to this, I have worked in various sectors, including government, insurance, and healthcare. I hold a master's degree in information technology and executive MBA. I'm so excited to share my knowledge and my insight with you today on how to leverage STC Pay with Amazon Payment Services to drive growth for your businesses. Also joining me in this webinar, my colleague Amr. So Amr, if you can just introduce yourself.
Thanks, Ali, for the introduction. Hello, everyone. Hope you had a good, relaxing Eid vacation, and thank you for taking the time to join us today. My name is Amr Abdel Malik. I am based out in Egypt, and I have been working with Amazon Payment Services for more than 2 years. I work as an account manager handling both Egypt and KSA market. So handling Egypt and KSA market to expand their online business. When talking about online business expansion, we expand online business by availing additional payment methods, additional payment services. So when talking about additional payment methods, it's worth mentioning STC Pay, which is one of the market leaders in KSA. And this is our topic for today's webinar. I will leave the mic to Ali to start with an overview about STC Pay, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Amr. So we'll start the presentation. So I will start to talk about the agenda for today. So I will start to give you an overview of STC Pay. Then I will give you some kind of performance indicators of what STC Pay can do for you. Then my colleague Amr will give you an overview of how the customer journey is taking place and how you can onboard yourself with STC Pay using Amazon Payment Services. And then we will do the integration. We will show you how to integrate with APS. And finally, if you have any questions, you can just post it. You have a chat option. You can just post it in the chat, and we will be able to answer your question by the end of this session. So I will start my presentation by giving you some of kind of business case. So imagine a customer was in urgent need of making payment for your online purchase in your website or even in your application. But unfortunately, his card or credit card like Meta didn't work. It had an issue or something like that. He had no problem or no option but to cancel his order and delay the purchase. So this delay in the payment causes inconvenience to both the customer and also for you as a merchant. So, and you are losing the revenue. However, if STC Pay is active in your website or in your application, the customer will be able to make the payment seamlessly as STC Pay provides him with additional payment method. It's not only solving the problem, but also providing him with a smooth payment experience, which what we are doing, we are focusing on the merchant experience in STC Pay. Another benefit for the merchant, I can say that it will help you as a merchant to grow your business by accepting payment from the segment that doesn't have credit card, which include expats, for example, and also students that have under 18 years old that they don't have a bank account. So by accepting payment via STC Pay, you can offer the customer a convenient payment option that they can use from their mobile devices. This can attract more customers to your business and create, of course, increase the sales in your business. As a personal note, I can say that I have a daughter named Sarah. She's 11 years old. Currently, she doesn't have a bank account. And whenever she wants to buy something online, I simply transfer from my CC account, STC Pay account to her STC Pay account money, so she can do it as easy as possible. So she can go to the website, browse it, and choose the the product, and she can buy anything that you want using STC Pay. Also, another feature that's worth mentioning that STC Pay has a payment process quickly, which means that you can receive the fund as a merchant from the customer at most instantly, just right away. So this can help improve your cash flow and enable you to invest in business more quickly. In addition, STC Pay can, and of course, have a very advanced security measure to protect your transacting, including encryption, multi-factor authentication, which help you to reduce the risk of a fraud and protect your business and your customers from any sensitive information. So how customers will benefit on STC Pay? So I can just summarize it in 3 points. So the first one is very easy to check out without any requirement of card details. It's just a matter of if you have a STC mobile number, and you can use the payment through the OTP that it will send to you through the mobile number. Also, it's a very secure, so you don't have any like a fraud or don't have any problem in security. So it's a secure payment with OTP verification, and they have an option also to connect the phone number, so it will have a very seamless experience in checkout. And one of the most important things that is immediate refund also. So compared to other payment methods like Visa and Meta, this one, it will take immediate refund. So if you have a similar business or like have a model or business model that depend on a lot of refund, so I think STC Pay will be a great solution for your business. So by using STC Pay, customer can enjoy seamless payment experience and avoid unnecessary delay in payment process. So as you can see here in the STC Pay indicator, so we have STC Pay is one of the largest and most popular payment method in the KSA, which you can leverage to reach over 8.5 million STC Pay customers. So you have a great amount of customer space that you can reach it in just a simple of integration. Also, you have a wide network of online and retail stores that you can use it through the STC Pay, and it's the largest actually digital wallet compared to the other digital wallets available in the market. Currently, Sama has only 4 licensed digital wallet market in Saudi Arabia, and STC one is the biggest one in the market. So now Amr, he can give you an overview of how to the customer journey and how can integrate with API.
Thanks, Ali. So let's take a look into STC Pay from a different angle, which is the customer experience. So the customer can purchase from your online store in a simple and few steps, following 4 straightforward steps. Number 1, he has to choose STC Pay as a payment method on the checkout page. Then he has to enter the mobile number. Once he enters the mobile number, he will receive an SMS, including the one-time password as a verification. So the customer has to enter the one-time password, then the payment approval message will be displayed. During the checkout process, the customer will have the option to save his mobile number for future visits. So this is called tokenized transaction. So in the future visits, the tokenized transaction is almost a one-click transaction where the customer can choose STC Pay as a payment method with the verified or the mobile number that he already saved, and then he has to click Pay Now, and then the payment is done. In addition, the customer can pay with STC Pay on the payment links. So if you are a merchant and one of the payment models that you are using is to generate payment links and send it to your customer, the customer can choose STC Pay as a payment method on this payment link, and he can buy using STC Pay. And one of the main edges for STC Pay, as mentioned by my colleague Ali, and this is a main edge for the customer, is the refund. So whenever the refund process is processed, the money will reflect on the customer STC Pay wallet immediately. So compared to other payment methods, the refund will take 7 to 14 business days. No, in STC Pay, it's an immediate refund. And here is the screenshot. It shows the step-by-step of the checkout experience. So as mentioned, the customer has to choose STC Pay as a payment option, enter the mobile number, then enter the OTP, then click Pay Now. The payment approval message will be displayed. So this is for the customer experience. So let's take a look into the merchant experience. You as a merchant, how can you onboard STC Pay as a payment method on Amazon Payment Services? So let's divide this into two scenarios. The first scenario, if you are an existing merchant with Amazon Payment Services and you want to avail STC Pay as a new payment method, you have to undergo 4 simple steps until we are able to activate STC Pay on your production account. The first step is you have to sign the STC Pay documents, which is the APS addendum and STC Pay contract. Then you will be introduced to our compliance team. They will review your existing documents and they will share a document upload link. They will ask to submit relevant documents which will be required by STC Pay, like STC Pay merchant contract, the terms and conditions. Once these documents are submitted, our compliance team will be able to submit the application to STC Pay in order to obtain the MID. In parallel, you will be introduced to our integration team in order to work on the technical integration and testing process. Once you complete the technical integration and we receive your MID, we will be able to activate STC Pay on your production account. So let me translate into Arabic. 4 خطوات كلهم ستريت فورورد، ما فيهمش اي مشكله. اول حاجه ببعت لكم الدوكيومنتس بتستلموها بتاعت اس تي سي باي اللي هي الادندم والكونتراكت، بتمضوا الدوكيومنتس، بعدين بنسبمت الريليفنت دوكيومنتس للكومبلاينس تيم عندنا اللي هي بيبقوا اس تي سي باي محتاجينها. وانس ان احنا بيبقى معانا الفول سيت اوف دوكيومنتس بتاعت الميرشنت، بنسبمت الابلكيشن ل STC Pay عشان نجيب الميرشنت اي دي. وان باراليل بتبقوا شغالين مع الانتجريشن تيم على التكنيكال انتجريشن بروسيس. وانس بتخلصوا الانتجريشن والام اي دي بيبقى جاهز، بنقدر ان احنا نفعل STC Pay على البرودكشن اكونت عنده. So this is the first scenario. The second scenario is if you are already directly integrated with STC Pay, but you are new to APS. So you have to first sign up with Amazon Payment Services, and you have to add your business and banking information, upload your trade license, and you have to sign the documents for APS, which is the sales proposal, including the full commercial set and the terms and condition. Then you will be verified and you will be able to start accepting online payments. Once you will be verified to start accepting online payments, we will be able to assist on STC Pay onboarding process. So we mentioned that the fourth or one of the steps of availing STC Pay on your production account is the technical integration and testing. So let's take a look what is the integration process with STC to avail STC Pay with Amazon Payment Services. So as you can see, you can easily integrate STC Pay with the well-known platforms like WooCommerce, Magento, OpenCard, PrestaShops. Through our plugins, you can control the design of your checkout page, and you will be able to have multiple payment products on your at one place, which is Amazon Payment Services. Your integration journey will include 3 phases. The first phase is when you will be introduced to the integration team. It's called pre-live support, where the integration team will be available to assist you and answer all your technical queries through emails or scheduled call. And after the integration process is completed, we have a certification process to ensure that the implementation is aligned. We have this certification process in order to certify that your integration process is completed in the perfect way. Once the integration process is completed, we will be able to move your account to the production. We'll be able to avail STC Pay as a payment method on your production account. Let's take questions. If you have any question, feel free to drop your question on the chat box, and I will be more than happy to assist.
Thank you, Ammar. So I can see we have many questions in the chat box, and I will read it for you.
Sure.
The first question, very interesting one. So what is the difference between STC Pay wallet and STC Pay card?
So it's a very good question. So STC Pay card is a co-branded payment card offered by STC Pay. But the scheme here is Visa. But STC Pay wallet is not co-branded with any scheme. However, it's worth mentioning that Amazon Payment Services also offer STC Pay card acceptance. So we do offer both STC Pay cards and STC Pay wallet. The main difference is that STC Pay card is a co-branded payment method or a co-branded payment card offered by STC Pay with Visa as a scheme. But STC Pay wallet is not co-branded with any scheme.
Sure, thank you, Ammar. Another question in the chat box. So which merchants are eligible for STC Pay?
Any merchant in Saudi Arabia who accept payments from residents in KSA are eligible for STC Pay. So there are no limitations. Any merchants in Saudi Arabia can accept payments through STC Pay.
Another question in the same topic. Who can make the purchase using STC Pay?
So customers in Saudi Arabia using STC Pay can make purchases with STC Pay e-wallet. So any customer or any STC Pay customer in Saudi Arabia can make purchases.
Sure. And how can customers add money to STC Pay wallet?
So the customer can use P2P transfer, which is payouts, using payment instruments like Mada, Visa, MasterCard, Apple Pay, or Sadad. In store cash, they can use in-store cash deposits also, and to top up STC Pay wallet. So they can add money to STC Pay wallet in different types, using payment instruments like Mada, Visa, MasterCard, and Apple Pay, or even in-store cash deposit.
Another great questions here from Muhammad. So how long it takes to get transaction approved?
For STC Pay, the transactions are approved instantly. So whenever you click Pay Now, the approval message will be displayed instantly.
And follow up the question from the same Muhammad. So he said that if the transaction is rejected, what will be happen?
If the transaction is rejected, an error message with the cause or the rejection reason will be displayed to the customer instantly. So it's whether a payment approval message or if the transaction is declined, the decline reason will be displayed instantly.
Clear. Another question from Hamid. So he said his question is, are there any transacting limitation in STC Pay?
No, the only transaction limitations in STC Pay, as per the mandate by Saudi Central Bank, is that STC Pay transactions are limited at 500 Saudi Riyal. So the maximum limit is 500 Saudi Riyal, and this is a mandate by Saudi Central Bank. This is the only limitation for STC Pay.
Okay, I can see also there is one question regarding the refund. So what is the refund process in STC Pay and how it's different between STC Pay and Visa for refund?
Okay, so for STC Pay, we offer refunds in two ways. Refunds can be enabled through the forward back office or through the APIs. APIs will require integration effort. And as mentioned during the presentation, the customer will receive the money directly into STC Pay wallet in real time. So whenever the refund process is done, the customer will receive the money directly into their STC Pay wallet.
Yeah, clear. And I can see the final question here about the chargeback. So what are the chargeback liabilities for the merchant with STC Pay?
Okay, chargebacks related to authorization are customer liability. It's not merchant liability. So service-based chargeback are merchant liability. We have two types of chargeback: service-based and authorization chargeback. Authorization chargeback are customer liability. However, service-based chargeback are merchant liability. And we have our risk team. They can assist the merchant in representing chargebacks with relevant documents and additional information if required, as per SAMA regulations.
Clear. And one more question they just added to the chat box. So it says, what are the fraud check mechanism with STC Pay?
Okay. We as Amazon Payment Services have two fraud tools. One is the basic fraud tool, and the other one is the Protect Plus. And there is a dedicated fraud monitoring for all transactions on a daily basis. So it's T+1 daily basis. So for example, all the transactions that happen today, the monitoring will take place the next day. And daily merchant level alerts on transaction patterns and amount-based spike. So our risk team will be monitoring all the transactions happening in STC Pay on a daily basis. And if there is any spike, we'll reach out to the merchant immediately.
Thank you, Amar. I don't see any other questions in the chat box. And so let's end the webinar for now. So thank you very much, everyone, for attending today's webinar. I hope that you have the knowledge and you get the knowledge of how to leverage STC Pay as a payment method to boost your sales and expand your business. If you have any questions later on, feel free to message us, to email us. We will send you a follow-up emails after the webinar and give you all the details of how to contact us if you want to onboard STC Pay with using Amazon Payment Services. So thank you very much and have a great day ahead.
Thanks, everyone. Looking forward to hearing from you all. Thanks. Have a good day.